Hello, and welcome to Talking with Famous People. I'm here in Los Angeles on Melrose. Yes, that's right. Tonight offers another very special episode of Talking with Famous People, in which host Eric travels to Los Angeles to meet with a random stranger or two, or perhaps an old friend. Not this episode, but next time. Anyway, enjoy. Talking with famous people. I've visited a community activity of some sort this evening in the interest of finding individuals to talk to. And as I was walking around this very unusual place, I overheard this gentleman mention that he wanted to do a one-armed pull-up. And so I was curious as to the background behind that story and thought I'd ask him if he would be willing to answer some questions. He said he would, and here he is sitting with me, and his name is...
Jason McDonald.
What's up with the one-armed pull-up?
Anytime there's a weird lull in a party situation, I always throw fitness in to the mix as a game.
Okay.
So, I guess, I was a little bored for a minute. I mean, we were with good company.
Now, is this a common occurrence that you'll suggest a fitness activity to yourself and to whomever you're hanging out with?
If I'm not having the most fun that I can have, I'll entertain myself by coming up with some sort of challenge. I think the biggest success that I've ever had was I had a jumping challenge. It was in San Francisco at one of the skate parties up there with all the moped kids. And it was just kind of getting boring. Everybody was just drinking in their own little circle. So then I just started doing a countdown and then saying, we're going to have a jumping contest. Everybody lined up to try to jump over. It was reverse limbo.
Do you think that you are somebody who needs a lot of stimuli, that you get bored easily?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Everyone's yes.
Talking.
Zippers.
Can you tell me, are you originally from Los Angeles?
No, I'm not. I can tell you that. No, I'm not.
From where do you hail?
Born and raised in Buffalo, New York, throughout college there, and then moved out to Chicago, and then moved out here.
What did you study in college?
Computer information systems.
And do you do anything in that field now?
We do everything with computers, but I don't touch my degree at all.
Or not of any value in particular?
I mean, that's a loaded question, because, it's a value. It's the basis of everything.
It gets you in?
Yeah, but I don't ever want to work in that field.
I see.
As it suggests. But I like knowing that field and applying it.
So it sounds to me like you're working on some sort of individuated project?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little description of it?
I'm just a photographer.
Okay. Now, is your photography, I'm assuming that you do some sort of I'm going to pay you to shoot my wedding kind of photography? Or no?
No. I guess just more photos as art.
Oh, okay. Talking. So, when you're doing that, are you talking about physical, real-world prints, or are you dealing with mostly digital images?
Both. Yeah. Film and digital.
Are you active in archiving and or displaying or making accessible to the public your work via the internet?
No, not at all. It's so funny that you asked that. It's like a weird tarot card reading right now. I got into a heated argument about that.
And what's your position about that?
I mean, Alright, so there's two positions. One is the most honest thing, is fear of failure. You put it out there, you have a chance of failure. The second is you put it out there online and it gets consumed in a way that I didn't learn to enjoy what I'm doing. You don't just consume it, you held onto it, regurgitate, enjoy, learn something from it. And I feel like with the internet, you put an image up, and if it's whatever the nature of that image is, it's a quick conclusion and then scrolled past. Whereas images that were taken by great artists, great photographers, people that didn't know they were doing art or whatever, those pictures have so much more meaning.
So is it your position that you only want to allow people to see your pictures in a context that meets these criteria?
Yes, but I'm learning to not care so much about that, because I think that also fighting the fact that things are consumed. I was fortunate enough to be able to consume things at my own pace, through books, whatever. Opposing the way that the current situation is online, I think is just fighting an inevitable force. You won't go anywhere with that. So it's a learning process, I guess.
Is it, or are you trying to make it a commercial endeavor?
I mean, that's commercial enough to where I can just continue to do what I want to do.
Do you have a day job?
Yeah, kind of. Freelance. So I do freelance.
Figure it out.
Yeah, production design, art stuff.
Interesting. How old are you?
33.
Talking. Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you married?
No.
So
live-in girlfriend.
Have you been married?
Never.
Okay. How long have you been with this particular girlfriend?
4 years and change.
I'm guessing you're fairly satisfied.
She might say otherwise. Oddly enough.
She would say you're unsatisfied?
No. I think that it's a good thing.
If you feel comfortable, would you be interested in, say, in some sort of not too personal kind of conflict that you and your significant other engage in?
Let's see. I mean, we're always conflicting about something.
You guys have a lot of conflict.
Oh, yeah. She's also a creative individual, and you always put yourself first.
Talking. Do you have any sort of metaphysics?
It's like...
Do you feel as though your life has a specific purpose?
Not really.
Do you feel like human life in general has a specific purpose?
I feel like people feel that way about themselves, but I don't think that there's a specific purpose.
Do you have a normative, ethical, moral system to which you believe you should adhere?
Yeah. Yes. I think that everybody has their own moral system.
Does your moral system make you morally obligated to do stuff, or just make you morally prohibited from doing bad stuff?
I think it makes me to do more stuff.
You're morally obligated to do stuff?
Yeah, to do stuff.
Action?
Yeah, but not in the sense of protesting, like, with a group of people, for instance, but, like, just like pushing boundaries, pushing rules, checking rules. Why are there rules? That sort of thing.
You're not fond of rules.
Certain rules, yes. I think there's more human rights that should be considered than rules.
Okay, so do you think people have a right to stuff or just a right from stuff?
It's up to them.
It's up to them.
I think, for the most part, I think.
So if I say I have the right to $1 million, do I have the right to $1 million?
You have the right to $1 million. It's up to you.
So who's violating my rights if I don't get the $1 million?
Yourself.
Oh, I'm violating my own rights.
Yeah.
By not giving myself the $1 million I have the right to?
Yeah, everybody has the opportunity to get $1 million. They should take it.
Okay. All right. Do you have kids?
No.
Do you want to have kids?
I don't want to plan on having kids. If one just showed up, I think that's a great way to do it.
What if you wake up in the morning and you're particularly excited about something coming up later in the day or later in the evening or whatever? Mm-hmm. What is that thing likely to be?
Probably an opportunity to hang out with friends, people that I care about. Yeah, socializing, I think, is definitely a big part of my life.
And that is primarily involving conversation with other people?
Yeah, mostly people that I know.
And what kind of conversation topics are you engaged in?
Asinine jokes, usually.
Right, I like to make a lot of jokes too.
Yeah.
Talking.
When we were talking about doing one-handed pull-ups, I thought you said that you were doing an interview with fitness people.
Talking. Talking. That's all the time we have tonight for Talking with Famous People. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm host Eric, and tonight I spoke with famous person Jason McDonald. It was a pleasure speaking with him, and I hope you enjoyed our conversation as well. See you next time on Talking with Famous People. Talking with famous people.